There's a bird somewhere. I suppose there's birds everywhere. Hi. This is my third video log. Yeah. Not ever, just now that I've started them again. Today I had a really good day. I was at ease, and then I had a second cup of coffee, and then I was bouncing off the walls. Yeah. If you're not having any caffeine in your life, don't have any, because it's addictive. It's proper addictive. But yeah, today I just felt at ease. I haven't done much of my habits. I've only meditated really. I've had a good couple of minutes, an hour and a little bit over of meditation. And it's been nice today. The weather's been nice today. Not everything went as I thought it would, but everything went well. Today I was thinking about something I saw on Twitter on Chase Austin's page. And he'd shared some thoughts about discipline, which is, these were thoughts about discipline that happened to connect to what I was chatting about in my video log 2 days ago about just feeling fear of change. But this time it gave me a little bit more light in terms of how sometimes I'll still feel fear when I have started working towards a particular change, but I'll feel a fear that kind of, I don't know, thwarts my discipline or thwarts my consistency and just pulls me back or weighs me down again and has me feeling, stagnant again for some time. And then kind of triggers the falling out of the consistency or the discipline or whatever it is that was, or the momentum of things. And the thought he shared about what that force is that kind of stops you when you've been on a good track, being really disciplined and consistent in things. And he labeled it as the fear of success, that you get to this really good place, you're doing everything as you're supposed to, you're moving forward, you've got this momentum, and then right before, and it always feels as though it's right before something successful happens, or a success or a breakthrough or something happens, you start to slump, or you just stop, or you fall out of it, or that discipline just starts to crumble. And he spoke of it as being a fear of success. Something about, you start to really feel the weight of the path you've chosen, or the weight of the responsibility you've taken on. It becomes apparent to you and starts to feel heavy. And when I was journaling on how to not necessarily how to not let that pattern happen, but just journaling my awareness of times in my life where I have overcome the fear of the change, and then get to a space where now I'm having a fear of the success of that and the responsibility and weight that brings. And I was just trying to think and analyze in myself, what do I think is then the next best way to move forward from that? And I was just, to me, and also something that Chase had written in that little piece of writing he had, was that you then just have to have a conversation with yourself. I didn't write it down, so I'm confused. You just have to have a conversation with yourself about this responsibility, about whether or not you can bear the weight of the crown. Can you endure that responsibility? Can you take on, the weight of whatever you've chosen to work towards? And I wondered, can I take the responsibility of what I'm asking for? Can I bear the weight of my desires? Do I have the ability to stretch myself open enough to be able to carry all of that? And the easy or quick answer that comes to my head is yes. I can do it. That kind of positive voice that's always like, yes, of course we can do it. Of course. But I don't think I'm really thinking fully and soberly about it. And there's nothing I can do about that, because I don't have access to mentors or people who've gotten to achieve the kind of thing I'd like to achieve. So obviously I don't know what I'm saying yes to. I don't have a clear, complete picture of what that responsibility might be like. I think I kind of just have to hope that my desire for it is big enough that I'm willing to stretch myself that much, to strengthen myself and grow in courage enough to be able to carry what I desire. And what I desire is what I also think is my purpose. I want to live it out. And as I thought about whether or not I can bear the weight of the crown, I thought about the series, The Crown, and the scene, this really just impressive scene there. I don't know which season of the series. And Queen Elizabeth, as they were reenacting her, was having this conversation with somebody who was complaining about the fact that she is queen. And I think she had taken a lot of that kind of criticism from this particular person, or maybe I'm not even remembering this right, but something along those lines. And she basically said to them, and I kind of really, I think this stood out to me. Well, it was just impressive at the time, but now I think it's coming back to me because I'm thinking about my purpose, and I relate to that line particularly she said, where she was like, for better or for worse, the crown has landed on my head. So I have done, well, she was saying she has done her absolute best, and all the hypotheticals about whether whoever else could have done it better or whatever else doesn't matter, because she, for better or for worse, it's on her head, and she's running with it, and she's doing it well. And I think that's what I feel and how I feel about my own purpose. Like all these contemplations about whether or not I can do this or I can take this on are neither here nor there. For better or for worse, the crown has landed on my head, and I have to run with it. I have to just do my best, because I know that the alternative simply would never work for me. I'm not happy to accept a fate where I walk through life having not completed everything I believe to be my purpose. So, yeah, that's just where I'm at today. Yeah. I'm gonna be spending the rest of the day I'd like to do a little bit more meditation. I've got some asana to get to. I need to do my learning that I committed to, and I've also got some deadlines to meet. The evening is short, but this is just part of my commitment to myself. All the additional things I've added on top of my regular routine are the things that will catapult the change that I'd like to see in my life. So I'm going to meet the rest of the evening with, rather than the feeling I usually have of dread towards doing some of the tasks I'd like, I'm inviting excitement and joy that I get to work towards what I'd like. I think joy does come in part from trying to be purposeful and trying to be productive with your life. And I say in part because at the very deepest level, I think joy is just every human being's right. That's why it's just within you, and you can't get it from anything else except from within you, because it's yours. Have a joyous morning or afternoon or evening, whatever it might be, wherever you are. Bye.